All right, here we are, day 5, back on trail. Just got dropped off from the hostel. We're gonna do 15.7 today, and then get picked back up, go back to the hostel for the night. Going to Adams Gap. See, it's 15.5, they say. So should be there about 2-ish, I think. So not too bad. Looking forward to it. Should be a pretty good section. Looks like a beautiful day. It's probably about 50, 51 or so right now. So it's nice and brisk. So it feels good. Sun's out. It's supposed to get up in the 70s today. That'd be good. Looks like, knock on wood, weather should be pretty good. At least for the next 1, 2, 3 days. So looking forward to that. You can hear the road down there, the highway down there. All right. We'll catch back up in a little bit. All right, here's the trail. A little overgrown, I'd say. So supposedly they got a race they're going to be doing in November here. So they're clearing different sections. So I'm assuming they hadn't gotten to this section. Apparently this trail, all right, where'd that blaze go? There it is. You have to look for the blazes because you can't see the trail. Apparently this trail, because of the summer heat, pretty much the season is like October to like February or March. So they probably don't come out and do trail maintenance over the summer. That's why this stuff just grows. And we're kind of early as far as through hikers and stuff. In fact, we were told by the hostel we were the first hikers he's had this season. So people are just starting to come out. A guy came in the hostel last night from Louisiana doing a section. So they're starting to get some hikers, and there's a few, not many, but a couple other like longer, not full through hikers, but big section hikers. There were a couple, I think, ahead of us on the trail. One was coming this way that we met. And then I think there's a girl maybe doing the whole thing that's probably was like 100 and some odd miles ahead of us. You can see this is what we got, just pushing through the weeds. All right, here we are, little views. We're about 2.25 miles in for the day. Got this little, come out all that overgrown trail, and then you just climb up. Trail's right down there. Just climb up to this little rock formation. You got a little view. And the trail goes that way. There's a blue blaze on that tree right there. All right, water break. 10:40 in the morning. Finally a view. Came out of the woods for a little bit through this power line. We go off that way. It's where we came from. Through the sticker bushes and weeds and all that. Good stuff. Some views from the Pinhoti. That's where we came from. We go up here, still got some more climbing to do. It's our last big up for the day. About a, not even 500 foot climb. Not too bad. Views. Alabama. Right out before us. Back at the hostel. Next Step Hostel. There's all the food places and everything down that way. Yep. 15 point something done today. It's 2:48 p.m. Time to chill out and go to dinner later. Yeah. All right. Here we are, day 6. Heading out a little bit after 7. All right, we've got hopefully 20 miles we want to do today. See how it goes. But it should be a beautiful day. Get a little warm. Probably up to 79 today. But the weather should be great for our son. All that. We'll pass Chia State Park about 11 miles in today. Before that, we got about 1,000 foot climb. They call it the Stairway to Heaven. So we'll do that. Hopefully camp somewhere around mile marker 94. Because that would give us about 17 to 18, something like that, to do tomorrow to get to the Heflin Spur Trail. And then hopefully, if we can get a ride in, we'll go into Heflin, because that's, I think, our last resupply option until Cave Spring, Georgia, which is about 77 miles past Heflin. So we'll have to resupply tomorrow night so that we can make it the next 77 miles. Because right now we probably got about 3 days of food. So we'll get, got plenty to get us to Heflin. That's kind of the plan. We'll see how it goes. And we'll check in when we get, I think we're going to have some views today when we get up on that ridge line. So we'll be sure to get those views. So, we spent the last 2 nights at Next Step Hostel. Fabulous place to stay. They'll come get you. There's a couple spots they'll come get you. 2 different gaps. They'll come get you. Mile 58, mile 74. So they came, got us at mile 58. We spent the night. The next day, yesterday, they took us back up there. We hiked to 74. Came, picked us back up. So we're able to wash clothes, shower, get a bunch of town food, everything. It's in Talladega. And you've got everything you need in Talladega. You got a Walmart, you got a supermarket, you got, everything. All kinds of food options. And their hostel is donation based, so they do it as Trail Angels. Like I said, they even give you the key to their truck that you can use to drive to dinner and Walmart and stuff. So just fabulous place. Highly recommend you call them. They're former AT through hikers. So just super good place. Nancy and Jeff at Next Step Hostel. If you look up on Far Out Gut Hooks app, you'll see their contact information. They also have, I think, a Facebook page where you can look it up and see what the hostel looks like. But yeah, super, super great place. Highly recommend. It's a must stop if you're doing this part of the Pinhoti. Here we are almost at the top of the stairway to heaven. See all the way down there. We would have a view if there weren't trees in the way. You can see this is gotta go up there. I'll film some of this. Climb over these rocks. Kind of came up that way. And we gotta go up that way. Up on top of this, and we shoot down real short, and then a steady, shorter climb up to the top of the mountain, or top of the ridge. That'll be our big climbs of the day. 4.1 in, and hadn't even been hiking 2 hours yet. Cool. All right, here's a little bit better view, less trees. More views, baby. Leaves are starting to turn. We go back down here off trail. Down through the sticker bushes, over the log, eat some sticker bushes. Wild Alabama. There we go. Yeah, there's the blaze. Climb down the rocks. We did before the heat of the day, still a little cool. Still sweating, but a lot better than when it's 70 or 80 degrees. All right, got some more views in a little bit. All right, we're at the top of this ridge, mountain, whatever. Campsite over there, just showed you, and then you got this rock outcropping with a view. Be an awesome campsite. You can do hammocks, you can do tents. How cool would it be to hang a hammock between those two trees right behind you and have that as your morning and evening view? Look at that. Alabama. Here we are, another view. We're about 8.9 in for the day. Coming up on Chia State Park in the next less than 3 miles. Leaves are starting to change nicely here. Cool. It's the wilderness plaque. You can pause it if you want to read it. It just talks about connecting the Pinhoti to the BMT to the Appalachian Trail. Cool. Got a view over here.
Oh, this is a beautiful place. I can't breathe how beautiful it is.
Here we are, Chia State Park, just in time for lunch. Nice. Store and restaurant that way. That's what I want. All right, here we are hiking. It's about 2 p.m. We stopped at Chia State Park. Went in the store there, got a beef, like a steak and cheese burrito. Cooked in the microwave, had some chips, had a mellow yellow with it. So that kind of fueled us up a little bit. So we're hiking now. We're about 14 miles in for the day. We're gonna go to either a campsite right before mile marker 94, or there's one at about 96.5. So it'll either be roughly a 20-mile day or like a 22.5-mile day probably. So we'll see how we feel when we get to the 94 spot. See what time of day it is. If it's not too late, we might just push on. Then we'll have less miles to do tomorrow to get into Heflin. We get into Heflin early and relax. So that's what we got. It's heating up. It's probably 80 right now. Being in the woods here a little bit, it's a little bit better. Every once in a while there's a breeze. Not too bad. But terrain doesn't look too crazy between here and 96. So we'll see. End of day 6 recap. We made it to mile 93.9, which is about a 20-mile day. We're going to get up tomorrow morning and do, I think, a little bit less than 18 to get to Heflin. So that's our plan. We should be in Heflin tomorrow night. All right.